never thought I'd see my former best friend again, but she showed up at my wedding after ghosting me for 4 years. She expected me to be broken. What she saw instead changed everything. Emma cut me off with a 3-page letter slipped under my apartment door. I can't be your therapist anymore. Your negativity is exhausting. I need friends who inspire me, not drain me. Don't contact me. I mean it. She blocked me everywhere that night. We'd been inseparable since middle school. Shared everything. When she ghosted me, I didn't just lose a friend. I lost my entire social circle. They were her friends first. Within a week, I wasn't invited anywhere anymore. Those first months were brutal. I'd start to text her about something funny, then remember she was gone. I'd see inside jokes online from the group and realize I was the one they were probably laughing about now. But something shifted around month 3. Without Emma's constant criticism disguised as honesty, I noticed I could breathe. No more walking on eggshells. No more her tearing apart everything I did. I joined a pottery class I'd always wanted to try, despite her calling it boring. I met Simone there, a graphic designer with the darkest humor I'd ever encountered. She invited me to her book club. Suddenly, I had friends who asked about my day and actually listened. By year 1, I started therapy. Real therapy, not Emma's weaponized advice sessions. Learned that what she called my negativity was actually depression from a toxic friendship. Learned that real friends don't keep scorecards. By year 2, my life looked completely different. I got promoted because I stopped doubting every decision. Started rock climbing with Simone's crew. Took a solo trip to Iceland. Built a friend group that felt like family. People who showed up when things were hard, not just for Instagram brunches. Year 3, I met Marcus at a climbing gym. He was patient, funny, never made me feel too much or not enough, just right. When I got food poisoning on our 4th date and he brought me soup and Gatorade, I realized this was what partnership felt like. Not keeping score, just showing up. We got engaged on a hiking trip with our whole friend group there. Simone cried harder than anyone. You found your people, she said. My wedding was last Saturday. Small ceremony in a botanical garden. Simone was my maid of honor. My vows included thanking Marcus for loving me without conditions. The reception was perfect. Fairy lights, terrible dancing, friends who'd become family. Then I saw her. Through the crowd, Emma standing by the entrance in a designer dress, holding a wrapped gift. She had somehow found out through mutual acquaintances. Probably expected a tearful reunion. I walked over, Marcus beside me. She smiled, that old familiar smile. Surprise! I know we lost touch, but I couldn't miss this. You look amazing. We have so much to catch up on. Simone appeared immediately at my side, protective. Marcus squeezed my hand. I looked at Emma, really looked at her, and felt absolutely nothing. This is a private event, I said calmly. How did you even get in? I'm your best friend, she said. I thought you weren't, I interrupted. You haven't been for 4 years. Her smile faltered as she glanced around at my friends, my wedding, my happiness. Everything screamed success. None of it included her. I didn't answer immediately. Instead, I tilted my head slightly, letting Simone and Marcus hear me clearly. She sent me a 3-page letter calling me exhausting. I said evenly. Told me not to contact her. Blocked me everywhere. That's the last thing she ever said to me. A few nearby guests went quiet. Not dramatic, just enough. Lila's smile stiffened. I was setting boundaries, she said quickly. No, I replied calmly. You were auditioning replacements. Her face flushed. I just needed space, she whispered. You didn't need space, I said. You needed an audience. The silence was louder than anything she could say. You look good, she said weakly. I look supported, I corrected. There's a difference. That one cut deeper than anything else. She built her identity on being the superior friend, the fixer, the center of everything. You don't have to do this, she whispered. Do what? I asked. Make me look bad. You made yourself look bad 4 years ago, I said quietly. I just stopped covering for you. 2 guests nearby pretended not to listen. They were listening. She shifted her weight. I brought you a gift. I looked at the wrapped box in her hand. Keep it, I said. You don't bring presents to a life you tried to disqualify. Her throat moved as she swallowed. I thought you'd be different, she said quietly. I am, I replied. Camille gently stepped forward. This is a private event, she said pleasantly. We're going to ask you to leave. Emma looked at me one last time, searching for guilt, hesitation, the old version of me who would soften. She couldn't find her. That girl doesn't exist anymore. She left alone, still holding the gift. No one followed. No one stopped her. And when the music started again, louder this time, I didn't feel revenge. I felt correction. Some people don't come back because they miss you. They come back to see if they still own space in your life. Emma learned in front of everyone. She didn't. If someone abandoned you years ago, do they deserve a second chance? Or just to watch you thrive without them?